What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez. Show might hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell and leave your comments. We got a fight to talk about. I didn't think this would be a fight we'd be talking about this soon, but it seems like these dudes are trying to make this fight happen. Couple of dudes, real good dudes in my opinion. I've had them both on the show. Both great guys to talk to. Been through a whole lot in their lives. Made a come up in the BKFC. And right now, it looks like they might be on a collision course for a potential fight in the very near future. Now, I don't know how soon it would be, but I can tell you this. I think it could be a little bit sooner than maybe we expected because they're in the same weight class or around the same weight class. They have a similar fight under their belt. And realistically, they're two of the best fighters in their division. And we could very well see this fight happening sooner than later. Let's talk about it, man. Rambo Russo was supposed to be on this card, I believe, this one that we just had last week. And he did not end up making the walk because he hurt his leg. I saw him in a boot. I don't know if he hurt his ankle, hurt an Achilles. I don't know exactly what his injury is, but he was in a boot at the event on Thursday, and he was supposed to be on this card. And now we have another one from the South Florida area, Jancarlos Rivera, Baby Hulk. He is a guy who fought last in March with a first round KO of Ace Samples. Previous to that, he won via first round KO of Zay Garcia, and his first fight was a 5-round decision win over Albert Inclon. So he's 3-0. He is a prospect that has come up through the prospect series in the BKFC, which I think makes it even doper because this is the type of guy that you would like to have as a champion in your organization at some point. A guy that you discovered, a guy you developed, a guy that came up through your system. I think that's the dopest thing out there. But at the same time, Rambo Russo has had a similar path. He is 4-1 in bare-knuckle with the BKFC. His only loss was due to a nasty cut on his eye that could have potentially blinded him had they not stopped the fight against what was it, Justin Street? Yeah, Justin Street. I do think that if Rambo fights Justin Street tomorrow, he beats him. But in that situation, he got a bad cut. He in a fight that he was doing perfectly fine. But in bare knuckle, them cuts, they can change an entire story. And he lost that fight via doctor stoppage because of the cut on his eyelid. But since then, he has a pair of wins, including a knockout win over Ace Samples as well. So these guys can fight at either 125 or 135. And it looks like they're trying to make this fight happen. I mean, I don't know if they're just playing around or what, but it looks like they're trying to make this fight happen. And to sit here and say that I'm not for it, I am completely for it. Even though I like both dudes, and it'll be tough for me to watch these guys fight because I think that if you ask me where I would want to see them fight, it would potentially be for a title rather than to determine who fights for a title. But that's just a personal feeling for me. And this is them here at the Hard Rock this past Thursday night. This is courtesy of Fighting Yo 305 on Instagram. Go check them out. These are two crazy dudes. I mean, they said this is a matchup I think the fans really gonna love. John has been coming up in the BKFC landscape and looks like he's caught up to the rated R superstar. How do fans see this one going? I will tell you this. I think this would be one hell of a fight. But before we continue, I gotta bring this up, man. Um, I gotta give my prayers to the family of Ron Darty, Combat Sports, Savage Combat Media Sports. Man, unfortunately, Ron passed away today or earlier Sunday. It's now 2:30 in the morning, Monday morning. So Sunday he passed away. Tragedy. Um, he was one of the first guys that I think he was the first media guy that I met when I first started covering bare knuckle, and always so friendly, so inviting. His wild sport coat tux jackets that he would wear, like I don't know how you could wear a tux jacket to a fight when you're interviewing people. I mean, it is so damn. I'm sweating my ass off most of the time, and I'm wearing a t-shirt, and he's rocking that crazy different colors. You rock these crazy different color jackets. Now, I wear jackets just like that, so I love it because I wear those to galas and stuff, so people remember me at galas when I go to galas. Because everyone wears the same black tuxedo, whereas I would wear a gold one or a white one or a red one or a blue one. I would make it to where it popped, you know. But he always had so much energy, man. Energetic dude, just a joy to be around and a joy, to talk to. I mean, fun guy. So last week I had heard that he had to go for surgery for diverticulitis, and apparently, from what I was told, they could not reattach his intestines, and he had to undergo multiple surgeries last week. Obviously, this is a guy who loves the BKFC and would have loved to have been at that fight card this past Thursday, but obviously couldn't be there because he was in the hospital. And they had a final surgery on Friday, and it was to reattach the intestines again. And apparently, they were finally able to reattach them. And then I was told that it was a little bit better, and that he would have to start undergoing, chemo, because apparently it was determined that he had um acute leukemia. I don't know if that's what it's called specifically, but that's obviously a very not a obviously it's a very aggressive form of leukemia, and aggressive cancer. And he was supposed to undergo chemo. I don't know if he ever underwent chemo, but tragically he passed away Sunday, and it's a very sad day in the bare knuckle community to see Ron go at such a young age. I don't even think he was 60 yet. I mean, my prayers go to his family. There is a GoFundMe link. Um, I'm going to link it in the description here of this video as well. So please do go check it out and donate to that GoFundMe, because they're trying to raise the money to cremate him, man. But it's just very, very tough time right now. And Ron, salute. God bless you, brother. We're gonna miss you. It will never be the same in a post-fight press conference down here in South Florida. But yeah, very sad day. Jumping back into this video. Sorry to have killed the mood. But jumping back into this video, I tell you, this is a matchup of two hard-hitting dudes, fast dudes, powerful dudes, explosive guys who realistically, I mean, I think are on a collision course at some point. At some point they would have to fight. This is a division now that, whether it's flyweight or bantamweight. I know Rambo wants to conquer the flyweight division. In my mind, John Dodson has been holding that belt for quite some time. I do not expect him to fight in the BKFC anytime in the near future, if at all, from the things I've heard. Um, I would expect at some point that he might potentially just be stripped of the belt. G. Perez just won this past week, and he called out Andrew Strode, who they had, who apparently, he had fought a year ago or so, a year or so ago, and after Strode got that win because of the doctor stoppage on the ear, cut in the ear, then Strode just kind of disappeared, and it seemed like there was issues with fighting G Perez. He wanted to fight Dodson, and I thought he had been stripped of the interim belt, and it looks like maybe, I mean, G Perez called him out on Thursday, so maybe there's something going on where Andrew Strode is coming back to the BKFC, and maybe we will get that G Perez Andrew Strode rematch. And then looking at these two guys fighting with, and maybe it's for the real belt at this point and not an interim belt. And then maybe we have a Jancarlos Rivera Rambo Russo fight, maybe even on the same card. And the winner of that fight fights for the belt. They're both in prime position. I mean, a win for Baby Hulk would make him 4-0. A win for Rambo would make him 5-1. And I mean, it would be one explosive ass fight, folks. It would be one explosive ass fight. These guys obviously respect each other, cool with each other. There doesn't seem to be any animosity between these two guys. It would be an epic fight. This would be a top of the card type of fight. I mean, I don't see this fight happening though in September. I don't know the significance of Rambo's injury right now, but if he's healthy, I do think that this is a fight that could get booked in December or maybe potentially early spring of next year of 2027. Because I don't know that if Rambo is not healthy enough to fight until if Rambo's not healthy enough to fight until next spring, because again, I don't know what the injury is specifically. But if he's not able to go until next spring, I would bet that Baby Hulk wants to have another fight in September and not be waiting until March for a fight with Rambo. But this is a fight that I would love. I think this will be one hell of a fight. These two guys are active, they're explosive, they're fun. They bring the action. There's no fear. It would be an absolute firefight. I don't know that it would get out of the first round, though. I mean, I think these guys would come out just guns blazing. I think they would come out guns blazing, and someone would potentially get put to sleep in the first round. I mean, that's what this one has the chance to be. I would not see a fight with these two guys going 5. Maybe it goes to a second round, but I don't know. What do y'all think of this potential fight? I would love it. I would love it. I think they're on a crash course regardless. But yeah, this one's interesting, man. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hype the video. And once again, rest in peace, Ron. We'll miss you, brother. This is Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.